What's up, guys? Exciting news because we're getting back to the Miata long travel off-road build right here. Yeah, took a while to figure some things out with it, but I think we got a solid plan now for what to do. And I already started gathering up a good bunch of parts for it, but there's no point in having all those parts if we don't have, you know, an actual running and driving car. Now this thing actually runs, so it's not a problem, but, you know, obviously there's a ton of damage over here, so I want to cut that out, kind of get it like semi-straight or, you know, whatever. It's probably gonna weld like a bash bar and everything up front anyways. As you can see, the headlights hitting the hood. Gotta fix that. And then also replace this radiator over here. So this is a nice Koyo radiator, but because of the impact it got punctured, so it's leaking coolant. This bad boy, brand new Koyo radiator, in order to replace the old one. Well, needless to say, we got some work ahead of us, so might as well get started, right? Voila. Beautiful. Now look at the gorgeous Koyo radiator sitting right behind it. Bro, there's a Black Widow or whatever behind it. Why are Miata headlights so hard to take off? Cool, both the headlights are out and we can actually really see the damage now. It's pretty sick. Alright, so you can definitely tell the kink in the frame right there. And this whole area is pretty much kink this way. Of course, compared to this side, it looks all nice. Good, very easily tell right there. Get it, boys. Look at the amount of tension on here. Doesn't even want to sit down. Has to pop up. Let's do this right, boys. Bye-bye, frame rail. Lit. This like looks way too dark. Doesn't even look diluted. Another day, another adventure, right, boys? Back to cutting more of this thing off, getting it all the way back to the shock towers, so that way we could tube it.
Nick on that one too. That's pretty damn symmetrical, man.
Got Roz over helping out.
Oh damn, I don't want to be in the video.
doing cuts and everything. So we got the front end cut off on both sides over here. And what else I got? Then I had some 3/16 inch plate cut. So this is 4 inches by 5 inches, nice and thick. And then we got all this nice. We're just gonna cap off the frame rails right there. And then after that, boom, boom, boom. What are we gonna do? I got these ones. Then I got 2x3 rectangular tubing, 120 wall. So that's gonna be the base of like the frame rail. This video is brought to you by Havoline Smart Change. I know you're probably asking, hello Mr. Offbeat, what is Havoline Smart Change? Well, let me tell you. Havoline Smart Change is the same great Havoline oil on the inside, but this time in a more eco-friendly container that uses 70% less plastic. Havoline has done this by using a cardboard box that then has a plastic bag on the inside filled with oil. Inside this box, we're gonna get 6 quarts of oil rather than our traditional 5 quarts, so 20% more oil, yet still at a low price of $19.97. This product is also very easy to use, and that is because it features a fast glug-free pour in order to reduce spillage in your engine bay. It also features a cutout right here where you can check the oil level inside the container. If you guys are interested in the Havoline Smart Change, it is available at Walmart as well as walmart.com. Full synthetic is only $19.97 for 6 quarts, and Walmart also provides free store pickup as well as free 2-day shipping. So whether it's drifting, off-roading, or daily driving, Havoline has you covered. Need to do some welding and cutting, right?
Yeah.
Yay! Structure tacked on now. The base plates are fully welded all the way around. We use buckets with some shimming, some 2x4s and levels and blah 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 to try and get it as straight as possible, but there are our 2x3s all the way extended out now. It's pretty good, huh? Sicky boys?
Sicky boys.
So here we are with the help of Roz. We got to this point right here. The frame rails were capped off with a 3/16 inch plate right there. Then we have this 120 wall, 2 inch by 3 inch rectangular tubing coming out. Pretty nice. Of course, it's just tacked in place, so I'm just gonna weld full beads around that and then get started on radiator brackets. One down, one to go. And voila, just like that, she's all good. All right, so I have the old radiator in here, which I'm gonna use for mocking up and welding everything on, so that way I don't get, weld spatter or anything on the brand new Koyo Rat sitting right over there. Oh yeah. The reason this one is leaking right now is because when the car smashed into the mountain and everything crumpled over on the side, the AC condenser bolts actually went and pushed into the radiator over here and ended up causing a leak. Rest in peace, Koyo Rad. But anyways, back over to fab work. I went and reused the stock lower radiator mounts that actually came off of the frame. They unbolt from right here, which is actually very convenient. And then yeah, got them clamped in place, everything nice, and I'm gonna weld her in. Sick. So I cut off these janky boys off of the stock frame right here, then bent them to fit with the tube front, and then cleaned them up, and now we're gonna weld them on, and then after that clean it up, make them look better. These get bolted up right there. And right there. excited right now. It's raining outside. Radiator brackets are done and all welded on both sides now. I even welded up the little bracket to hold the coolant line in place. Now, I'm gonna paint all this so that way it doesn't get all rusty. And then after that, I think we gotta do hood pins. Now, pro tip for you guys is to always spray paint hard to reach areas first. The reason is that, I mean, those are simply the hardest ones to get, right? So as soon as you paint those, a lot of the overspray goes onto the easy areas, right? So you'll spend like a ton of time doing all the little edges and crevices, and then all of a sudden you'll take a step back and almost the entire thing is already painted. So then that way you can actually cover the stuff that you need to cover. Does that make sense? I've done 2 coats of paint on the front end now, so she's looking like this. She's pretty nice and glossy. Put the new radiator in, electric fans hook up, all the rest of the wiring that's on here, and basically get it all assembled. All right, ready? 1, 2. Ta-da! Looking pretty good and snazzy with that brand new coil rod radiator sitting there all pretty. But yeah, I mean, everything lines up very nice. I even bolted up the stock coolant reservoir. I have the charcoal canister over here for emissions. So this thing has all stock emissions on here. It'll pass smog, no problems. I have the stock air intake over here too, which is nice and handy because obviously an off-road project. So I don't want some aftermarket cone filter just sitting over here getting a bunch of mud and dirt and stuff on it. So I figured stock air box is nice and it wraps all the way up and over here. I still have extra harness over here, which is for the whole headlight stuff. So I gotta go take care of that stuff still. Power steering reservoir I also kept just right over there. Fans are hooked up. You guys aren't gonna be able to see it, but beneath the power steering pump, I also deleted the AC compressor. So there's no more AC system in this car in the engine bay. Got all that junk out of the way. Nice. Ooh, so much more room to work with. Looking pretty good. I'm happy. I'm happy, boys. Pretty nice accomplishment. I mean, she's still looking a little beat, but I gotta attach the headlight lids over there, get them mounted to the hood. Then of course you gotta do like a whole little bash bar setup on here, and then probably run the top half of the bumper as well, and get it, you know, kind of actually looking like a Miata still. But right now this is doing a good job, and we pretty much got all the front end done, so now we can actually get on to doing the rest of the fun stuff on the car.
By fun stuff, I think it may involve some Walker Evans coilovers.